Now that we have our assessment set up, we need to add some questions to that assessment. By clicking that Add Questions, it has taken us to the second part of our assessment area. We began in Setup, and you can go back and change any of those settings anytime, but it took us over to our Questions area. There are two different basic categories of questions and items that you can add to an assessment in Schoology. We have our standard questions, which begin here at multiple choice and go down through the three different fill in the blank, and those are the ones that we are focusing on in this workshop. In the second workshop on Schoology assessments, we will look at these more enhanced question types. But for now, we're going to be looking at the standard question types, starting with multiple choice and true and false, which we're going to look at in this video. To add a question, we simply click multiple choice, and it's going to take us into our question setup area. At the top, you will notice it confirms that we are doing a multiple choice question. We have our question setup area, and then we have the places for our options. So let's get some information in here and show you how this works. So now I have a question here. What is the capital of Pennsylvania? With 4 possible answers. Down below, I have the correct answer setup area, so I can mark that Harrisburg is the correct answer. If I decide that I want more options, I can add more things here by clicking the plus option button and adding another option. I can also remove options by clicking the X on the right-hand side. You can also drag and drop these around if you want to change the order of your options. But with multiple choice questions, you actually have the option down here of hitting shuffle options. And that will mean that every single student who takes it, those answers are going to be in a different order for each student each time that they take the assessment. So that's a really nice feature that you don't have to change anything here. I always like to keep the correct answer at the top, click it here, and go from there. With multiple choice questions, you have the option of making multiple responses correct as well. Exact match versus partial match. So if there are multiple responses marked as correct and there are 2 correct answers, you can do a partial match. So they get credit for 1 correct answer. But in general, a multiple choice question is going to have 1 correct answer. Down here at the bottom of your screen, you will notice that we have learning objectives. You can open that up and find any of the learning objectives for our district that have been attached to Schoology. And you can attach learning objectives to every single question that you create in an assessment with Schoology. When we are satisfied with our question, we click Save, and it's going to take us back to our questions bank for this assessment. The second type of question in this video that we want to look at is true, false. These are both the most straightforward, easy ones to add to an assessment and to understand the addition process. So let's get some information in here. I have a statement. The main product produced in Hershey, PA is coffee. Down below, it's giving me my true, false, and I am going to click false. One thing that you can do with true, false statements and question types in Schoology is to require correction if false, and then students would have to enter the correct information there. So maybe I want coffee to stand out. I can underline that, and down here I might have to put that the correct answer is chocolate. So when they mark false, they will be prompted to correct that statement. That is an option with our true false questions. And then down at the bottom, you have the option to add learning objectives again and click Save. So that is our multiple choice and our true false, 2 of the easiest, most straightforward types of questions that you could add to an assessment in Schoology.